Sunbelt play officially began on the gridiron last week, and this Saturday we have two conference matchups surrounded by a number of big out-of-conference games. Taking a look at Saturday's schedule, Idaho and South Alabama get things started in Mobile. The Jaguars are coming off their first win of the season, while the Vandals will look to bounce back after falling short against Western Michigan.
They got a lot of talent. They got a lot of good football players on their team. They have had some injuries in the secondary, and hopefully that's something that we can, attack. But we got to block their front first, and that's their strength. So, we just got to get better every day and really improve ourselves.
It will be a big weekend in Boone when the Appalachian State Mountaineers welcome the Wake Forest Demon Deacons to the Rock. A mere 86 miles separate the two schools, and as of late, while the two don't play each other every year, there is no doubt App State is ready to welcome this in-state rivalry, while also treating Saturday's matchup like any other game.
It's going to be awesome to renew this rivalry. I think for us, particularly bringing them up to Boone is unbelievable. Our fans, our alumni, our students, obviously it's a hard ticket to get this week. And for them to be up here playing an ACC team, a team that we got a lot of history with over the years, we're excited about it. And I think it helps both programs. Their kids want to play in front of a packed house too. And obviously being in the state of North Carolina, I think it helps our state overall for football as well.
Appalachian State and Wake Forest kicks off at 2:30 Central and can be seen on ESPN3. Also at 2:30 over on the Big Ten Network, Georgia Southern will be coming off of a bye week when they face Indiana, the Eagles' first football game ever against a Big Ten team.
I think they know what they're walking into, what kind of environment it's going to be. It's going to be a neat place to play, and we're excited about going up there and having a chance to again go prepare with a purpose, go win a football game.
In just their third meeting ever, Arkansas State travels to Dallas to take on SMU. The series is tied at 1-1, and the Red Wolves will look to carry the momentum from their win against UAPB into Saturday's game against the Mustangs.
Hopefully we will improve this week and prepare for a really good football team. Tough trip to Dallas, and a really good football team. I think we're catching them at a time where they're really playing well. Gave TCU all they wanted, especially early. Kind of stretched out late, but when it was very tough, hard-fought, contested game for a long time. Two blowout wins first week 1 and 2 against North Texas and Stephen F. So got to think they got a lot of confidence, and they get to play at home, and so we're going to have to play our best against what I think is a really good football team.
The second Sunbelt matchup of the day has ULM visiting in-state rival Louisiana. The Raging Cajuns have won 3 straight against the Warhawks, including 7 of the last 8. ULM and Louisiana kicks off at 4 p.m. Central. Volleyball conference play begins on Friday, and what better way to get the action going than with a rematch of the 2016 Sunbelt Conference Championship. This year's preseason favorites Coastal Carolina and Arkansas State will face off in Jonesboro on Friday night. The Chanticleers are currently 3-6 overall, while the Red Wolves boast a 7-6 record heading into the matchup. UTA faces Troy and Arlington, and a number of Mavericks will take the court for the first time, including head coach JT Winger and freshman Tessa Harfield. For more on the freshman middle blocker, here's Josh Sowers.
UTA volleyball has completed the non-conference portion of the 2017 season, and one of the many bright spots has been freshman Tessa Harfield. The native of Hazlet, Texas, says she's enjoyed her first month on the court as a Maverick.
It's been awesome so far. The team's great. We all get along super well. It feels like I have a best friend in each of them, which is awesome to have that support on and off the court. The campus is great. I was here last year, so that's not new to me, but volleyball is awesome. JT and Austin and Courtney, they're honestly, I've dealt with a lot of coaches, and they're probably the best coaches I've dealt with. They're very to the point, tell you what you need to do to fix it, and want to see you get better. So it's been really awesome.
In addition to a volleyball savvy, her personality, her contribution to the program has been stellar. She appreciates being in the program every day and appreciates playing volleyball at this level, and that's been a great add.
It didn't appear volleyball was going to be Tessa's sport growing up, and after being told that she won't succeed on the court, she worked very hard, and she's proud of where she's at.
I got into volleyball when I was in 3rd grade, and I was awful. But every other sport I was really good at, and I just sucked at volleyball. And these girls, they were so mean to me, telling me that how bad I was. And I was like, I'm going to show y'all one day. Like, I'm going to be really good. And so I just, like, stuck with it.
Harfield says she and her team have a great foundation as they enter Sun Belt play. The main goal right now for the Mavericks is to keep working on the little things.
Yeah, they, a lot of times we've been focusing for like blocking right now, so I hear like get my hands over faster, like press, get my feet there, which they've said like over the last few weeks I've gotten really a lot better at, and it's just like tiny little things like that, because we all are pretty solid volleyball players, but it's just like the little stuff to make us even better.
I think fun's a great word and kind of provides a different perspective that maybe some athletes that have been, she's had a little break from the game, which I think has really made her appreciate how fortunate she is and how much of a privilege it is to be part of a program like this. And that's been some great perspective for our athletes.
First serve between the Mavericks and the Trojans is set for 6:30 Central. UTA Volleyball isn't the only Maverick team with new faces this year. UTA Women's Golf made history this past week as the Mavericks officially opened competition for the first time ever as a Division I intercollegiate sport program.
You know, for us, it was just a long time coming. You know, it was just one of those things that you kind of finally it's here. Everybody was super excited to get on the plane and get here and get going and see the team in action.
While yes, there were nerves in their opening round, the Mavericks finished their first day registering 14 over par and in a tie for 7th place. UTA concluded its historic first ever tournament with an 8th place showing at the USA Intercollegiate, with freshman Ava Swintek shooting 2 under par 214, tying for 5th place.
When I first teed off, I was a little bit nervous going into it. I didn't think I would be because I never get nervous, but the first few holes were a bit rough, but then on my back nine, I had a really good back nine and I felt more comfortable.
You know, we weren't really sure what to expect. You know, we had our 2 red shirts that, you know, had been on campus for an entire year but hadn't played. So realistically, it was like having 6 freshmen. Really wasn't sure, you know, we know what everybody's potential is, but just the adjustment of starting at school and all those types of things. But at the end of the day, our 4 rounds, you know, I think we're going to finish in about 8th place. I think is just fantastic.
Now with their first tournament under their belts, head coach Stuart Dean looks forward to what's to come for the Mavericks.
You know, you recruit based on potential. You know, and not an easy process. You know, I think of any coach that's been through trying to start a program, you know, you have no history to recruit on, so it's kind of a promise, I guess, almost. And yeah, just to get going and see the girls play, and you know, and we see it in the patches of the brilliance of what they do, and the support is overwhelming. It's very cool.
Congratulations and welcome to the Sun Belt UTA Women's Golf.